Hey friends, it's Sonia and my right-hand girl Kate. Today we're hanging out here at the shop and we're getting ready to make this brownie piece of furniture look gorgeous. The last 2 days we've been having fun with our milk paint. We get lots of questions about our 2 lines of paint and of course how they differ and who's been seeing that gorgeous chippiness that we've been doing the last 2 days, having a lot of fun with it. Well, today is day, what would we say, 14 when we looked it up, of our paint a piece of something or another challenge for 30 days straight. So if you want to learn to paint, you want to learn the difference between our talkie style paint and our milk paint and how you can seal it and how it gives you different looks, then this is going to be the month you want to tune in here to the Young Monkey. So what do you guys think, right? We used our mustard pickles, we used our red ochre. These turned out fabulous. Today I have got a stand right here that I'm also going to continue to paint. Guess how much I got this stand for, guys? You're going to love it. You're going to love it, all you junkers and thrifters. You know what I'm talking about when I say just that feeling you get when you find a stand like this for $2.99, okay? So what's the first thing I said to Kate when I came to the shop and I found this? I'm like, there should be nobody that doesn't have beautiful furniture. I just don't care. Go out and buy it for $2.99 or for free and just paint it. You can do beautiful things. And so while somebody gave this piece away, at one point it looks like maybe they put a poly of some sort on the top of it. I'm not sure if they sanded down one of these old tables. Anybody out there have a table like this? Always interesting to see a makeover on something that you already have, right? So I'm going to go ahead and use my milk paint today. I'm going to use it from my stash. When you guys order, you get cute little bags like this, and it makes a pint of paint, which means we always tell you a nutshell of like an idea of how far it goes, because it's always hard to think about and wrap your mind around how far one of these paint goes. But think to yourself that when you buy a can of our talkie style paint or a bag of our milk paint, you're going to get enough to paint like one standard size piece of furniture. Like that was one can behind me, a big hutch like that. So you just kind of have to think to yourself when you're buying it, is this a big size piece of furniture? Okay, let me buy one bag or one can for this. Or is this multiple pieces of small furniture like this? For those 2 drawers that we did last night, honestly, 2 tablespoons is what it took. So when you're using the milk paint, the cool thing it comes in a powder form. You don't have to use it all up at once. You just make what you need as you go, right? Which is really cool. So that's what I'm going to do today. I am going to put a blue, I was going to turn around because remember I had those big colorful boards behind me? I put them back over to the other side. But, well, you can see. We're going to do it together. It'll be a decorative blue that you'll be able to see. Ocean blue is our milk paint color. That is just a beautiful, vibrant blue color. I mean, it is gorgeous. And as a girl who grew up on the island, you'll know that all of our milk paint colors are all called after names of things, of stuff that relate back to how I grew up in my home, away from home here in Pennsylvania, back in Newfoundland. So I'm going to go get started. Remember, I do half of my paint powder, my milk paint powder, to the same equal amount of water. This is just water in a spray bottle that's been sitting around from the tap, okay, so nothing crazy. So as I get my paint going, Kate is on the other side of this camera. Kate, anybody on with us today? What are they saying?
Yeah, we have a lot of people saying hi.
Hey.
So I'll start with YouTube again.
Yep.
Marie said Sonia. Teresa said hi. Margie said hi.
Hello.
Jennifer said yay. Teresa said she's shared already.
Aw, thank
I'll
you.
move over to Facebook now. RT says hi. Maggie says
Hey.
hi. Susan says hi. Stephanie, Tracy, Ann, Linda.
It's on. Linda,
Charlene.
you're going to have to change your profile name to just that Linda, okay?
Make that her nickname. Christy says hi. Sherry says hello. Angela says hi. Cynthia says hi.
Aw.
So many people today. So many.
Nice to have you guys on here. We're expecting a storm. Really expecting a storm to come through. We're watching to see what's going to happen. Are you guys in the path of the storm as well? Have you heard about that coming to your area? I heard this morning it could be snowpocalypse. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm at the point where I like a good storm. Listen, this girl who grew up in Atlanta, Canada, yeah, she misses a good snowstorm. You know what I'm saying? Where up home, the snow hits, could be October timeframe. And, there's been times I've seen snowstorms up there in June, right? So I'm kind of like really hoping for a big snowstorm, you know what I'm saying? And as long as you don't have to be on the road, you can be home, you can just enjoy it and be cozy. But it's still up in the air, and I'm at the point where I've gotten excited for some snowstorms, and I feel like, what do they say, the weatherman is like the only job that you can have and keep being wrong but still have a job? You know what I'm saying? But I guess, the weatherman, weather person's got to talk to and try to figure out Mother Nature. Remember, in the first 10 minutes, this is when your paint activates, okay? So you're just going to need to stir it up really, really well so you get a nice smooth consistency. And guys, you have just made a gorgeous batch of paint. Look at that pretty blue color. Can you guys see that? So what happens is all that water is dispersing right now in the first 10 minutes. It's making contact with all those paint pigments, and it will start to thicken up. So this is why I'm chit-chatting with you guys right now. I'm kind of like stirring up my cereal. You know what I'm saying? I'm just stirring it up right now and letting it all start to combine. And at any given time, the cool thing is I can just add some more water if I ever want to thin it down, or add some more of our milk paint pigment if I ever want to thicken it up. So you have full control, okay? So you can paint with the consistency that you like. And the same sort of thing, if you guys have been following me when I do chalky style paint as well, our paint is made so strong with integrity that you can still water it down and it will still stick. Who remembers when I did those two, we did the water pour through the strainer, oh my gosh, right? And it still stuck. So it's pretty amazing that you can do those things. So we're about ready to go here. I'm looking at my piece. I told you guys that, you know, we do the two kinds of paint. We do the chalky style and we do the milk paint. They are not the same, okay? But they are the same in the sense that if you're looking for, you know, old-timey, old-fashioned, flat matte, you just love that old vibe from that, you know, new furniture or new furniture look, but it's a throwback, right? And so the two kinds of paint that we do, that we create, we send to you guys all over the country, thrives to the same flat matte look. The difference is the milk paint, Miss Petunia, the girl monkey, she's a little bit crazy, spontaneous, excuse me, wild. So when I put her on here, you know, she could flake, she could chip, she could do anything she wants. So as long as you're spontaneous and open to chippiness, you're going to love milk paint. And I know there are tons of you guys out there that love when I say yummy chippiness, exactly what I mean. Give me a yes if you know what I mean when I say, oh, she gives just some yummy chippiness, you know? She gets all kinds of funky looks. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started here. I'm happy with where my paint is. And yeah, let's throw some on. So you guys know already that I'm planning to do this in a distressed style, right? I told you already because I'm grabbing my chippy paint, so you kind of know it's already going to be in that finish. So instead of using my full coverage brush, both of these are on our website. When you want full coverage, go with this little doohickey right here. You will love him. And then when you want distressed and you just really want it to like really exaggerate that old look, go with a shabby chip brush, okay? So I've got basically my shabby paint, my shabby chip brush, and a shabby table that's about to look shabby fabulous, all right? So we're going to do that. I'm going to move this over, get going. And yeah, Kate, tell me about some banana butts.
So for everyone watching tonight, you have a chance to win, what, 20?
Yep,
20 banana bucks. So if in order to enter to win, all you have to do is share the video, so both YouTube and Facebook, and you can comment shared, and I will pick whichever shared when the time comes. Yeah. We have a bunch of questions right now too.
Yeah, throw them.
So I'll have the Banana Bunch answer this for Sally. So listen up, Banana Bunch. Sally's asking, what's the difference between our chalky style paint and the milk paint?
Oh, good question.
So while we're waiting for everyone to explain that to her, we have a lot of first-time watchers tonight.
No way! Oh
yeah.
My gosh. Where are
so,
you guys watching from?
So we've got questions like, did you prep? Did you do anything with the table before going on?
The only thing that I tell you to do is use crud cutter. So crud cutter is a cleaner, degreaser. You don't want to make your piece super wet. Our paint is made to just go right over furniture, right? Now, obviously, I'm using the milk paint tonight. It's going to go right on over the furniture, but just know that I'm anticipating some chippiness because that's what the milk paint does. If I was using chalky style paint, it would be the same process, except I wouldn't be watching for peeling and chipping. You know, Mr. Pickles, he's the boy monkey. He does what he's told, and when you put him on, he stays. Miss Petunia is the girl monkey. She's the one that represents our milk paint. She's wild, right? She's crazy. But all I would do for you guys is to tell you, basically, when you start your furniture, two things that you have to think about. If you want to help your paint to really, really super stick, especially if you're using milk paint, you can go over it like real lightly with a sand pad. We're not talking about breaking out the electric sander. Just give it a nice light buff and help dull the surface if you're trying to help it stick. In my case, I'm not going to dull this surface, and even though somebody put a sheen over the top of it, I'm going to roll with it and see what happens because I'm totally open to chippy, right? If this was my chalky style paint that I was using, I would do the same process. Just clean it real quick with a crud cutter and then lay down my chalky style paint. The difference is I would not be looking for it to chip or peel. It would stick on and hold on, right? But yeah, just make sure that when you clean your piece, if you get a piece and it's in your home and you're doing it, you know, you're already cleaned your piece. You know the home it came from. Maybe you don't need to clean it, right? But if you're getting a piece that's off the side of the road, a lot of times you'll find like not milk splatters, dirt splatters, just kind of like, you know, things that stick onto it from the side of the road, mud and stuff. So give it a quick card cutter. Just make sure it's dry before you start the process of painting, okay?
So Anne has like a neat slogan for describing the difference between them.
Yeah.
It's very simple. Milk chips and chalky sticks.
Oh my gosh! Anna,
that's so great.
I think we use it. Okay, let me file that away in my head. Milk chips. No, what'd you say? Milk chips and the chalky sticks. Oh. We'll explain that one to Matt too, because you know what? I think Matt can appreciate that as well. Sometimes, you know, when you're explaining something, I'm a simple girl. I always say that, and I like to keep it simple as possible. And I think that's brilliant. I love it, guys. You know, I'm putting this paint on here. I'm going over the metal part. Can you see there's a metal rim in here as well? I'm going to go over all of it, and we're going to dry it, and we're going to see what happens and what Miss Petunia wants to do today. I love it. I love it. But just remember, the more glossy your surface when you're doing milk paint, the more likely that you're going to get all those fun effects from her, okay? She could give you crocodile skin. She could fall off and just, you know, plunk on the floor. She could give you crackling. It's whatever she has in mind, okay?
So I love this question right now.
Do it.
Is it really dark outside in Pennsylvania right now?
It is.
It is. It starts getting dark about 5 o'clock during this time of the year.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, so it's pitch black.
I know. I miss those long, like I love long evenings. I'm a night owl, and I like to stay up, and I can't help it. I've always been like that. You can't hide what's inside, I always say. Growing up, I was always somebody my mother would have to like constantly be like, you got school in the morning, go to bed. You know, but at 12 o'clock, I'd be deciding to like change my room around and move my dresser from one side of my room to the other, or look at the Sears catalog, or paint my toenails, or something like that. So I really miss those long summer light evenings.
Linda said that her paint got cold being stored, not frozen, just very cold. Will this mess with the integrity of the paint?
Are you talking about your milk paint, or you're talking about paint?
I'm guessing chalky style.
It should not, but here's the deal. You never want to store, you know that reactions occur, right? When things freeze and when things have heat applied. So don't do anything that's going to change your paint, you know, just how it's made and it's put together, right? You know how things expand and contract with heat and cold? It has always been to store your paint products in a stable place. I don't think you'll have a problem with it. Just make sure you bring it inside, you let it fully thaw out, and then stir it well and combine it. Make sure it's good and combined.
Tammy asked what will happen if she mixes Berry Dance and a Liberty Blue. I'm guessing it would be like a nice plum, like purple.
Some purple shade, just depending on how much of each color. Experiment, right?
Yeah.
Like, I would experiment. So what you do is you take a little bowl and you start with like basically a measured experiment. So don't do like all your Liberty Blue and all your Berry Dance. I would take a little teaspoon of each, knowing that if I put equal parts, then what color do I get? And if I do another little like half teaspoon of this compared to a teaspoon of this, how does that change the color again, right?
Tony asked, I don't know if you want me to answer this one, but Tony said, have you used the chalk paint and then put, or chalky style, what we use is chalky style, and then put milk paint over the top of it to chip.
So remember, yes, there's been lots of times where I put milk paint over the chalky style paint to like create a distressed look, but if you remember how milk paint works, milk paint, the more glossy, the more it chips. So because our chalky style paint is porous, it sticks to pretty much anything under the sun. And remember, if you don't seal it, you got a chalkboard on your hands. So Miss Petunia can actually get her little claws into the pores of that paint, so she sticks pretty darn well. So you don't get a whole lot of chipping over when you put Miss Petunia over the chalk paint because, or the chalky style paint I should say, because she can hold on. She's got something, right, to hold on to.
Michelle, she said that she wants to get yellow paint that looks like mustard, but do we have it in the chalky style?
So we have 25 colors in the chalky style, and we have 20 in the milk paint. We have the yellow that we have currently is called Sunshine Yellow. If you go onto our website at jugmonkeypaint.com, it's definitely more of a vibrant one versus a, how would you call mustard pickle?
It's more of like a dull, darker,
yeah, I'm trying to think.
yellow.
How do you guys describe mustard pickles? So the Sunshine Yellow that we have is definitely yellow, but it's more vibrant, right?
This is what I told
play with it if you want.
This is what I told a customer today, because they wanted that same thing, but in a chalky style. Another idea to do is you could always do Sunshine Yellow and then do like a brown glaze on it.
Ooh, yeah,
And then just spread it out to however dark brown you would want it.
Or if you want, I'm guessing you want it in the chalky style paint because you're trying to not have chippiness. Is that correct? Because remember, we have a product that helps the milk paint, Miss Petunia, sit still, and that is when you add extra bond to your paint, okay?
Yes.
So I'm not adding extra bond right now, but if I want my milk paint to act as close as possible to the chalky style in that color, I just add extra bond to make her sit still.
And
to glue her butt to the chair.
I'm gonna answer this one for Kim. I'll read out the question too.
I love this color.
Can you mix milk paint and the chalky paint? Do not do that.
Yeah.
Mix the paints with the same line.
Exactly.
So mix the milk paint with the milk paint, mix the chalky with the chalky. Don't mix them together. It won't go well.
Yeah. Yep, they're two different kinds of paints, right? So you want to blend within each family, but you don't want to cross-contaminate. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to cross-pollinate both. Now I'm going to dry this, guys, and see what Miss Petunia decides to do today. I didn't sand it to really make it dull down or anything. There is a finish on it that somebody put on it. We'll see what she decides to do, but it's totally spontaneous. All I know is I'm going for distress, and I'm willing to let Miss Petunia help me get there in whatever way she wants. So this is my shabby chip brush right here that gives me this really like, it looks how like I missed spots. I have the peekaboos of the undercolor coming through, that brownie we call it here at Jug Monkey. So that's okay, because I like a little brownie in my distress looks, right? This is already starting to grow really nice.
It is.
And you don't have to use the heat gun. I just do this because, honestly, for you guys, because it's no fun watching paint dry. So I can either, if this is in my workshop, and we weren't going live right now, I could go and leave this and let it dry on its own, turn the fan on, come back to it, you know, go watch a Netflix movie and come back. Go make yourself some snacks and come back. Do what you got to do and then move on to the next step. So this is not an important part of it. This is just something that you can do for the convenience of trying to speed up your paint.
Oh.
When everybody's trying to watch and learn, right?
I love this question every
it.
time I get it. What color in the chalky style paint is comparable to sea glass in the milk paint? I always say Stormy Forest.
Me too.
I'll bring them up in the camera if you want to see that.
Do it.
But let's see, sea glass and Stormy Forest. It's insane how alike they look. So here's sea glass, and then trying to get it for Facebook too. See that? It's insanely similar, so you could always do that. Stormy Forest is such a good
Stormy Forest is a super popular color.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Everybody loves that blue-gray. It's such a warm color.
Okay, let's see.
So, the banana bunch that's on today, who's watching us live, what are they saying? Are they in the path of snow this weekend or what?
Yes, we've been getting people that say that they haven't had snow yet, or that, but it's coming, they see the storm coming. But I haven't seen anyone saying that they've got snow at the moment. Let's see. Got another question.
Yeah, the airports are getting ready, I guess.
So
what happens?
Do you use a brush to apply glaze? Yes. You could always, but after you apply it, quickly move it around with a cheesecloth, a damp cheesecloth, so that you can get the desired look that you want with your glazing. You're antiquing.
You put it on, be prepared immediately to wipe it off, right? Because the longer you leave it on, the more darker it will just stay in its place and start to set up before you have a chance to glide it over your surface.
Katie said that it's been snowing all day in Ohio.
Oh, really?
It's about to hit us then if it's in Ohio. It's been snowing in Virginia for an hour.
Really?
Bless you, Adam. Will start snowing in Iowa tomorrow into Saturday.
Yep.
Christy said that they've got 14 inches
What? That's what's coming
last
away?
month.
Oh,
last month.
Okay.
We got 13 inches last weekend. We got snow today. Yeah, it's snowing everywhere now.
Yeah, right.
No snow in South Arkansas, but we sometimes it gets cold enough where they get ice. Shauna asked, what do you seal milk paint with?
Your choice. You can seal it with Monkey Shine, or you can seal it with our banana peel poly. So you just have to ask your question to yourself. For this finished piece, do I want it to be as protected as possible because maybe it's getting a lot of use, a lot of traffic? If so, use banana peel, because just like a banana has a peel and protects it, that's what our banana peel does. Monkey Shine is great on wood. It preserves, it protects, it resists, but the ultimate protection, if you feel it's something that's going to get a lot of pushing and pulling, like a table, for example, or cabinets, for example, or something like that, you're going to want to definitely use the banana peel.
New Jersey has a ton of ice right now.
Really? Oh, that's the worst, because you can't do anything in ice, you know what I'm saying?
Karen asked, can you glaze over Mod Podge? Heck yeah, you can.
Yep, let it dry.
Also, I need the banana bunch to help out Glenda. What is the difference between milk paint and the chalky style paint?
Yep.
Woo-hoo. And then Vicky already did that for me. She already said milk paint chips, chalky paint sticks.
She's the best. Yes, it does. We love it. We're gonna thank you, Ann. It's Ann, wasn't it?
Ann created that slogan from what I saw. Yeah.
You guys are so smart, right? That's the best way to say it.
Kimberly said, when you use wax, do you buff with your cloth, buff on with your cloth, or after you wax on? After you wax on.
Yep.
So you use the buff brush,
Yep.
and then once you got the wax on, you use the buff rag or cloth to buff it into your piece so it's not sticky.
You got it. I love how milk paint ships, right? It's very easy to distress, very fragile, and it gives you just the most interesting looks. Go ahead. I'm going to give it a brush over, just watch it all start to fall off.
Glenda, chalky style paint would be the best paint to use with your cabinets rather than milk paint.
Hey, what do we got out there? We got some visitors here tonight.
Is there someone knocking on the door?
Knocking on the window. There's that knocking on the window. Hey, Maddie.
Aww.
Oh, yeah, good job, girl. We're going live. Hey, Mama, you can come in. You guys can come in. We just got back from this hair. Oh, I love your hair. Maddie, you want to see hi? Oh my God, you got color in your hair?
That's permanent.
Oh, uh-oh.
Maddie's my long lost daughter, okay? She just happens to belong to my friend.
Oh, look at that.
Can you see?
Look at her hair. Love that.
To show them? And look at the color she got too, right? Like,
Ready?
I love it. Look
Okay.
at this girl's hair. Hey, there's purple.
What paint colors would that be?
She's the coolest mom ever.
Bahama Jade,
She knows her colors.
That's right.
Raisin Bar.
Yes.
And
Love it. Oh my gosh.
and Lucky Clover.
Okay, I think I need my hair done like that. Would you like hooking up with your hairdresser?
That's
All right.
and my basketball coach.
Really?
Yeah, she's like a friend. And a little friend.
She's good at what she does. I love it. I'm so jealous. I think I should get my hair done like that. What do you guys think? Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do a
Maddie's-
poll. Hearts.
Yes. All right. Who loves Maddie's hair, right? Yeah. That's beautiful, girl.
She's like your lifetime, you're
Aw.
trying to practice, and she's like,
Is it me? Yes. Yes, come back and paint with me. You don't want to get in front of the camera, do you? No? All right, Mom, message me. You should come over to a project because I've got like 15 more projects to do, and I bet you with your help we can knock it out pretty fast. What do you think? Yeah? Game? High five? Let's do it. Let's do it, sister.
alright.
All right, I'll see you later. Have a good evening. Get home before the snow comes.
Alright.
All right, go make some hot chocolate.
See you girls.
Have a safe
Bye.
drive.
See you, Chrissy.
Bye.
That was Chrissy of the Flipping Farm. If you saw yesterday on my Facebook page, I actually shared a project that she did with, I think there was 3 colors of our Junk Monkey Chalky style paint that she did, and she did this really cool time-lapse video where she like did this really neat ombre wet paint job on her, I think it was a desk. Did you see that, Kate? It was gorgeous.
I didn't. I did not get
It's
to that.
beautiful. So, isn't that so cool? I love it when people pop in to say hello. That's awesome. Maddie actually painted me this gorgeous painting. When you see me go live upstairs of the building here into my studio, you'll see my name on a piece of canvas art behind me. She came out to my virtual paint party in December here at my shop, and we had a virtual, and we had some people in the shop too. She was one of those awesome people. She gave me this most amazing art piece for my wall. I love it.
Judy asked, are we ever going to get a chance to purchase Chris Moose?
Chris Moose? Oh, the actual trays that I did?
I'm guessing, yeah.
Does she mean the actual trays that I painted?
Judy, can you...
Or do you mean the tutorial for it?
We have the tutorial online, I believe, right?
It was. So it
Yeah.
was up for a while, letting you guys know that I was doing a live virtual paint class with it. But if there's a lot of interest and you guys would like to still see it, like the recording of the event, I'd be more than happy to put it back on my website.
And then just a reminder to everyone that we are giving away banana bucks on both platforms, so both YouTube and Facebook, $20 off. And in order to get a chance to win, all you have to do is share the videos and comment shared so that we know that you did it.
So it's drying a little bit on the inside. I'm just going to go ahead and let that dry. I'm going to knock a little bit more off on the edges. I love milk paint too because it like gives you like really antique old looks, but it gives you like weirdness in your paint. You know what I mean? Like it's totally spontaneous. If you love old and you love not perfect, it is perfect to paint with. All right.
Everyone loves your hat.
Really? Thanks. I was just out earlier picking up some groceries. You know, you got to do like, you know, the whole run of everything you need, because if you are trapped for 48 hours in your house, especially here in the mountains where we live, it ain't no like running to the store, right? Like real quick. It's off the mountain and we ain't doing that unless it's on like a sled. So we went out earlier, we picked up a few supplies for the house before we leave. So Matt is dropping off one of our junk monkey helpers, and then Kate's manning the live video today to keep our challenge going, and then we're gonna head home too and get like hunkered down. All right, this is still drying on the inside a little bit. I'm gonna start working maybe in the top. Oh, I just remembered, guys.
The face of wanting to do a stencil.
Yes, I just remembered. I told you, I found this awesome little shop in Florida that gives me high quality stencils at a like really, really cheap amount, right? Like it's like quality, but you're not breaking the bank. You know what I'm saying? They're perfect. They're awesome. And so anyway, today this came. My link for those of you who are on Facebook is right above this post, or you can click the screen. It'll pop forward for you to list my links. If you're on YouTube, I have the link below this video. Oh my gosh. And they ship internationally, which is what I love, because I know I have Banana Bunch friends all over the country and beyond, all right? So, you want to see the ones that I ordered? You guys excited? I'm excited! You know, you go, I ordered these, and I'm trying to remember, which ones did I get? Which ones did I get? Woohoo! All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, I found it. Okay, see what it is? Do you see? Look. Look, 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 look. I got me a new mermaid. I got me a new mermaid right there. Because, you know, I told you, I'm a mermaid. I just live inland right now. That's all. This ocean girl loves me some mermaid. Give me some hearts.
You're getting a bunch of hearts.
If you love my mermaid, because I'm thinking blue, ocean blue, with a gorgeous mermaid would be amazing. So that's an option. Oh, she's the perfect size, too. All right, let's see. Oh, and now I'm conflicted. That's what I ordered this one, too. Look. It's like the is it Mandela? What do they call these? I think it's called Mandelas, isn't it? Yeah, Mandela. D-A-L-A. Harmony Mandela. Look at this, guys. Like, isn't that cute? So this could give me a whole other look. So I can go oceany. Oh. All right. We got options. And this girl who likes to read, I can't throw this away. I got to use this paper for something, too. I'll be painting on this paper.
So Judy said the Christmas pattern to
The
purchase.
pattern, yes. Well, if you want it, I'll put it back on my website, and you can get the recording, right? All right, you ready for the next one? I'm gonna put it up against this so you can see it. Look, I love me some mason jars. Look, they have a mason jar
That's
stencil.
adorable.
Oh, I love these mason jars. So you guys know I love to paint shabby florals. I even see this like, not just as like, just the ball stencil, but I could even like really bring out some shabby florals to make it look like it's in a mason jar. So we got some fun stuff planned. So make sure you're following me so you can see that one come to life. All right, what's the last one? I can't even remember the last one. Now I remember. Yeah, I remember. Let's see it. Okay, so there was a lot. There was a lot of good ones. All right, so this is the last one right here. Look, because it's winter, and I want to do some really fun winter designs with you guys. So I got me some trees. There you go, got me some trees. So this is going to be gorgeous. I have plans to see this one come to life as well, because some of you guys are out there going, Sonia, I love like seeing your winter paintings and things like this, but I can't paint a tree to save my soul. So you know what? You can get some help, right? So what do you guys think? The two that I'm really seeing tonight could be either or. I feel strongly though about, I don't know. Okay.
Sonia.
Tell me what you think. What's that?
Where'd you get the stencils?
Oh, my link is, is that a question on Facebook?
It's, yeah.
Click the screen, it'll pop right forward. All my links to everywhere, guys. And if you're on YouTube, it's right below as well. They're made here in the U.S. by a small company who I love and support, and their link is right there. Look, which ones do you think I should do? The Mandela, or do you think I should do the mermaid?
Do likes for Mandela and hearts for mermaid.
I'm trying to think, because either or would look beautiful. Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. Okay, mermaid or Mandela? Mermaid or Mandela? You tell me what you're seeing, Kate.
Okay.
So I will do either.
So I'm seeing a lot of comments on all of them.
If I do the mermaid, it's more coastal, and it's definitely more...
I'm seeing more Mandela.
This one is more... If I put this one on here, it's going to be more boho shabby, definitely a little bit more feminine, but also like a classic fun print. You know what I'm saying?
It looks more like the Mandelas winning.
Like that one? Okay,
yeah.
let's do it. Let's do it. All right. She's been swim on. Listen, I was a big fan of Little Mermaid growing up. Anybody else? I love how they like left this in here for me too when they did the cutout. Got plans for this girl too. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm somebody who likes to make use of stuff. All right. Let me grab a brush and get ready to go bananas. This time I'm gonna grab my chalky style paint because it's as easy as opening the lid and going to town. This is our antique lace, which a lot of you guys message me and you're like, antique lace, if I want an off-white, is this what I need? Yes. Okay, let me put it up against something that's white here. Can you see the difference? There's white and then there's antique lace, okay? So if you want white, go with our vintage white, and then if you want the off-white, no yellows, just a beautiful cream, antique lace is gonna be a gal, okay? All right, let's do this. And so this is the chalky style paint, of course. I told you guys the difference between the two, the milk paint line and the chalky style paint that we have. This Chips and Flakes has a mind of its own. You never know, it's unpredictable. The more shiny, the more she likes to jump. And then the chalky style paint just sticks on. So I know I want this to not flake off, so I'm going to go ahead and do my stencil with my antique lace. And I am not a girl who puts things in the middle. I'm just not that girl.
You always catty corner it.
I do, because I know that at the end of the day, I'm going to have something right here, like my candlesticks or something like that, which, by the way, guys, I was junking earlier, and I found some candlesticks, so we're going to paint those. That might be tomorrow. Oops, I just touched my paint over here. That's okay. That's okay. All right, we're going to go ahead, and we're going to stencil, all right? Oh, I love it. Put some painter's tape down if you want it to help you stay in place. You're going to find that if you use our chalky style paint to stencil, because of the consistency of it, it is amazing to stencil with. I'm Stencil Sonia, right? Just think about it. Why would I have a paint that's going to run and be so liquidy and fluid that I can't control it to get the look that I want, right? So me as a painter, that came first before our paint and before we started sharing our paint with you. That's why I always say, this paint was made by a shabby painter for a shabby painter, aka you. All right, let me go ahead and work my way around here. While I'm doing that, and I'm standing kind of right here, Kate, is there any questions or what's everybody saying?
So far we have love antique lace.
Yes.
And
So good.
that'd be a pretty snowflake too.
Yes, it would.
We have more people that are sharing, which is awesome.
Thank you guys. Kate's gonna pick 2 people, give away some banana bucks today. $20 that you can, it's a code that you can use online for your next order at junkmonkeypaint.com. I'm ready to give away a code to somebody who's watching and has shared this video on YouTube, and somebody who is watching and has shared this video on Facebook, because that's what we do. We like to give away some bananas here.
And I believe we also got a question.
Sure.
Yeah, everyone's asking the sizes of your stencils right now. So the mandala and the...
I feel like this one is like about 8.5 by 11. Yeah.
And then the mason jar was also...
I think they're, well...
Are they all written on the paper? Do you want me to
tell you
look?
what, if you click that link, then it'll take you, because there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, okay? And then what you do is just search for mandala, or search for a mermaid, or search for a jar, or what was the other one I had? Trees. And when you see that one appear, you can actually click different sizes, because they make them in different sizes. That's what's cool about this place. So you can pick the size, and they start off at like $5.99. I mean, so cheap. And then make sure that you get yourself one of those stencil storage books that I shared with you guys, because if you're going to be investing in purchasing this the stencils, you want them to stay around, right? So give yourself a storage place for like, it's like $15 for a storage book. I'm going to tell you, it's one of the best investments, and that's also on my link. So again, if you're on Facebook and you want to get access to all my links, my supplies, everything that I have, I even have a link up above called Sonia's Favorite Things. It takes you to all the favorite things that I love to use when I paint. And on YouTube, it's just down below the video, all right? All right, ready to go ahead and pop this off? Can we do it? Can we do it? And if you ever want to find my stencils, just go to junkmonkeypaint.com, click stencils, it'll take you right to it as well. Very easy peasy. All right, let's do it. Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, wow.
Guys, isn't that pretty?
That's gorgeous.
Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love it so much. I love it so much. All right, give me some hearts if you love it too. So ask me if I'm going to wash my stencil.
Are you going to wash your stencil, Sonia?
Heck no, I'm not. Oh, we're so goofy. Thanks for being here, guys, and hanging out with us. So, no, okay? I am somebody who loves to be able to refinish furniture, like, without it breaking the bank or, just breaking my spirit. I love to be able to paint and get enjoyment from it and know that I can paint, like, as many pieces of furniture as I want in a day, and I am able to do it so easily, right? That's how I started my business, was painting furniture for other people, painting furniture, selling it, doing custom furniture, all that sort of stuff. And you guys are like, I want your paint, girl. And you're like, what brand is it? I'm like, it's my own. I make it with my husband. And it just continued to grow and grow and grow and flourish. And now we sell all across the country. And our milk paint collection does go into Canada currently. So when I see a stencil like this, and I've used it, and I've used a lot of stencils, after 13 years of painting furniture to sell to other people, you come in contact with a lot of different, tools and resources. And I'm going to tell you, I love these stencils. They're hard plastic. They're not the flimsy plastic. And I don't have to wash them. So this can dry flat, right? Our chalky style paint dries quick anyhow. And just lay it flat when it dries, and then put it back into your stencil book, all right? These are big books that are actually called art portfolios. My link is in my Sonia's Favorite Things link right above this video or below if you're on YouTube. And basically I have 3 of these that when my stencils come like this, I let them dry, and then they're going to go back into my book. And it's like a forever library of stencils. It's awesome.
So,
all right, let me try this.
I got a couple comments
Yeah.
saying that you should spread some antique lace around maybe the legs or an eyeliner effect on it.
We are sisters from another mistress, because I hear you and I'm going to do that. Let's do it. I'm going to dry this real quick, just a little bit to help it along, because I don't want to, smudge it or, ruin it. So let's just get this going. When you use a heat gun, it's much more stronger than a hair dryer. It gets up, this one gets up to 1200 degrees. So I'm really baking this sucker on, right? All right,
so,
we're good to go.
Christina asked, is the link for your stencil book available?
Yes.
Is it on the,
Yes.
is it on the actual, yeah, if you tap on the screen, you should find a link for it.
Yep.
But also if you go onto junkmonkeypaintcompany.com, you go under Sonia's Favorite Things, you not only find the stencil book, you find a bunch of, yeah, you find the whole shebang. You find the heat gun, stencil book.
Color wheel, oh my gosh.
Oh my
everything.
goodness, I was going to say
Brushes
color
I
wheel
like to
next.
use, everything, yep, right there. So guys, I am doing what we call affectionately at the Junk Monkey, and Kate helped me turn this. So I love to do my shabby edgy, right? I like the shabby edgy, especially in black or white, depending. If I want to do more coastal and a little bit more bright, then I tend to like go towards the white. I go towards the light. And then when I want a little bit more dark and shabby, like if I use black or glaze on here and that sort of thing, then I tend to go towards my black velvet to use. But one day when Kate was here, I was sitting on the floor painting, and I'm doing what I'm doing now, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm putting on my edges." And she's like, "Oh." And how did you describe it?
It's kind of like eyeliner, so
Yeah.
making it pop.
Yes, exactly. We're giving it the eyeliner effect. We're giving it that wing look, you know?
It does look
And
beautiful.
so I think it's so cool. I always tell you guys that when you put a color on here, don't let it just be in one place. Take the time to like bring it around. Your eye especially loves it when you see a pattern and it repeats itself, right? Like our inner satisfaction of our brain, we love to see repeating patterns and symmetry and all that good stuff. And so I'm going to work my way around the back.
Oh, sorry. You guys see me now.
Are you pulling a mat?
Yeah, I did. I don't even know how. I guess if you double tap. Sorry, everyone. Saw my up close glasses in my hair.
Say hey to Kate. We love Kate.
Louise,
So insane.
can you tell me what you were looking for the price on? And then Mary Ellen's needing some easy tips for lettering.
I did a vlog on YouTube. Guys, if you're not following me on YouTube, you need to. I went 2 months ago, I did a whole vlog. I sat at my studio table and talked about how I do my lettering. And you watched me make a sign, believe it or not. So go over there. All you gotta do is go to YouTube and search Junk Monkey Paint Company, and you'll find my vlogs. But definitely for lettering, you know how I said earlier to water your paint down? So I'm going to use my chalky style paint, and I'm going to add some water to really thin it out. And what will happen is the paint will thin and be fluid, super fluid, and that's what you want to help make your lettering be done with ease, right? And then just get a nice, you can actually get paint brushes, like small paint brushes, that are used just for lettering, and they're long, thin, skinny, especially if you love those brush style calligraphy lettering on your projects. But yeah, water it out and get a brush that you like, that you can control for sure.
Okay.
Love that. We love that for us, Kate, don't we, Kate?
We love that. And yes, you do not have to wash your stencil. Like a commenter said, ain't nobody got time for that.
Time for that. Heck no.
Oh, how much will that table sell for? Already looking for buyers.
Woohoo! Alright, so a table like this, I would probably sell, and you can see the space that I have here. I work with a thrift shop behind me as well, so when I run out of space in here, I throw my things over there. My love right now is to be able to paint, to share with you guys, and show you how to do it. There was a time in life where I would paint. I would do all these finishes myself in my garage. You guys didn't even know I was doing them, right? Now I paint openly. I share with you guys all the techniques for free, and I share with you all my supplies and my paint to be able to achieve that, so you can achieve that very same look. So for a table like this, usually I'd sell a table like this probably around anywhere between like 55, 65, 68, something like that. That's pretty much where my base is for my tables, the size. Depends on your area and what you do. But end tables for me is usually around 65 for one.
I love the feel of this table. It's like,
Cool,
it's Christmassy
Yep.
at some moments, but it's also like beachy too because of the milk paint. Milk paint always reminds me of the beach.
Yes.
I had like a guy who's never heard of us come in
Yeah.
like a year ago whenever we first like came out with the milk paint. That's coming up, right?
Yes, it is. We're about to have
Holy
a
heck.
this year.
And he like got so much milk paint because he had a beach house down in South Carolina, and he's like, it would fit my beach house.
Dang straight.
I love it.
Oh man. Guys, get into the Junk Monkey Paint Projects group. It's the free group on Facebook. There is getting close to 5,000 of us in there right now, and it's all you junk monkeys sharing with other people what you're working on and what you're doing, and it's just awesome to see everybody's projects. So if you ever need to, like, you know, you just want to be like, hey, can you guys post, hey friends, Banana Bunch, send me your pictures, or post publicly, your pictures of something that you've used antique lace on. And it's so nice to see, because, you know, you end up seeing stuff that you go, oh yeah, now I can envision my stuff being done like that, right?
Thank you, Jennifer.
So what do you guys think with the white eyeliner? You know, we put some white
It just
eyeliner
completes
on
it.
there. Isn't she beautiful? You can see all this distressing in here, and we're going to seal her.
Somebody else commented something.
Yep.
I'm sorry that I forgot your name. I normally keep my finger on someone that I like the
Kate never
comment
forgets
for.
anything. She's like an elephant that never forgets.
I guess. But she said that the white glaze would look beautiful on that too, which I agree.
It would.
Like the top.
Yes.
I think that would look so beautiful.
Oh,
Kimberly,
that
the
would be so
color is
beautiful.
ocean blue in milk paint. But if you guys would always like to look for like a similar color in the chalky style paint, you could always get Liberty Blue. Those are like, yeah, those are,
comparable blue.
yes.
You got it.
I think I also, what is the best paint for kitchen cabinets? If you want something to stay on and stick on, definitely the chalky style. But if you want like chipping and crackling on your kitchen cabinets, definitely go with the milk paint if you want. We also have a kitchen cabinet video that you can buy on junkmonkeypaint.com. Where it's only $35 and over a hour and a half worth of video where Sonia gives you steps A through Z on everything you need to do for your kitchen cabinets. And every question that you can even think of and more is answered in there. We spent a lot of time in a freezing area. My fingers are going numb, so it was.
Film for 2 hours, okay? So yeah, it's like everything. I've painted over 70 sets of kitchen cabinets, and again, like I said earlier, you learn a lot. So if you want to do your cabinets Junk Monkey style, then that's going to be a great video for you guys.
Thank you, Linda. She said the cabinet video is awesome. I had a fun time editing that. That was one of my most favorite videos that I've done. And then price on the stencils.
What do you think, Kate? Should we? This is like a time that people love to paint their kitchen cabinets. Maybe we should give them a half off code. What do you think? Should I do that?
Yeah.
When we're done? Yeah.
I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, it's only if you guys want that. If you guys want that.
Yeah, hit me up and be like, heck yes, Sonia. All right, so I love how this looks right now. So I can leave this flat matte. What did I tell you guys? Our paints dry to a flat matte. They already give you an old-timey look. Enter old-timey look, right? I'm going to come a little bit closer too. Don't be shy. You can see how it's looking right now, just flat and matte. Right?
Oh my goodness, look at how gorgeous that is.
So I'm going to seal it. And what happens when we seal? We get a beautiful sharpened color come through, right? So now's that time. Now's that time. Get out the popcorn, people. Get out the popcorn. All right, let's go ahead.
Are we monkey shining it up?
We are. So remember, if you need something that's super, 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 super durable, go with banana peel. If you want something that's still super durable, but it is, I would call it like, it's a different style sealer. It loves wood, and it resists, and it protects. It's great on painted furniture or unpainted furniture, but it's different, right? Banana peel is great for tabletops and stuff that you really want to stay preserved. I've already done this table in distressed effect, so it's not like I did like that perfect finish where I'm trying to preserve it to the nth degree. Or it's not like this is going to get a lot of pushing and pulling. This is a decorative table. So I can go ahead and grab my Monkey Shine, right? So I've got my wax brush, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on. And
so you
basically rub it all over.
Oh, look at that transformation already. Whenever you purchase the kitchen cabinet video, it stays with you forever. It does not disappear at all. And we're getting a lot of yeses for a half off.
Okay, somebody needs it? All right, then I'm going to be kind and do that. So I'll put it for half off for the next 24 hours. So thank you for being on this video, because you find out stuff that other people don't know about. All right, so when I get off of here, I will put the link on my Facebook page, okay, guys? On my Facebook page, so you can grab it. And then what you do is you have to use that code at checkout when you check it out on junkmonkeypaint.com.
Would it be like promo code or something like that?
What's that?
Would it be like promo code or, yeah.
Well, I think you know what?
What does it say?
Let's make it easy for you guys. I'll go ahead and I'll put it on sale for 24 hours. Just give me a chance to do it. And when I get done here, you won't need a code. I'll set it up so you guys can just click checkout and it'll be good. All right, sound like a plan?
Sounds like a plan jam.
Woohoo! I love this color. Kate, isn't this beautiful?
It's gorgeous. I love every time I see you transform a piece.
I'm a blue lover.
Carol said they're saying the wind is gusting up to 100 miles per hour. Y'all be safe. Well, here's the good thing if the wind does get to that power, because I don't hear anything right now.
Yeah.
We live in a hilly area, so hills kill tornadoes. Oh, uh-oh. Best part.
Yeah.
Zoom in.
Oh, yeah. Kate. Kate's like the roving reporter. Oh, I love it so much. All right. Dabbing my brush, and I'm going in circles. So when you're going in circles, this is pretty much the slow motion. It's like this. You're pounding, not pounding, you're moving your monkey shine over your porous paint, and it's basically stabbing all those holes full. It's plugging off the holes, which means that it's capping off your paint job, okay? Now you don't want to leave your monkey shine on the top just like this. You're going to definitely need to buff it off, all right? Think about when you use your chapstick on your lips. You don't, you know, or like lipstick, and you put a nice luscious bunch of chapstick on or lipstick on. You can like blot it off, right? And your lips feel great, but they don't feel all oily, right?
So, Christy, if I use poly, do I apply it with a regular style brush or on your site or the round style brush?
Round style brush that I'm using right now is for your wax.
Yes.
So you're using poly.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to use one of these.
So, I don't know if you mean like regular style, like chip brush. Definitely don't use the chip brush whenever you're doing poly because you want a full coverage.
Exactly.
So use this brush right here, which is the Wooster Shortcut.
Yep.
That is definitely best for poly, and if you're waxing, use the round brush that Sonia's using. I also saw another question, and I can't find it right now, but it had something to...
We're going around with this brush. We're like really making sure it's plugging off all those paint pores.
Here we go.
It's going to give us a seal for us, right?
So this is very important to answer. If I add monkey wax, so monkey shine, can I add on banana peel later? Don't do that. It's best to just pick one.
Yeah. Because if you have two sealers, and I told you this one is a resist, and you're trying to put your poly on top of another sealer that's a resist, what do you think it's going to do to this poly? It's going to try to resist it and do its job, right? So they fight each other. So, and they're made very differently. So what you want to do is make sure that you ask yourself, at the end of the day, is this going to be a high traffic piece? If so, just go ahead and seal with the banana peel. And then like Kate said, use the full coverage brush because you want to give it full coverage, right? You don't want it to go on sparingly. So definitely the glue handle brush. All right, I'm going to do the back. I've got to do the insides of the legs as well, of course. We'll get to that. What do you guys think of how it's turning out? And I have plenty of time to buff off my wax. At this point, I'm just making sure it's all over it. You can see visually, you know, what's been covered and what hasn't been covered. It's very easy to see when you're working with it. All right, that's nice. Perfect.
Okay, what type of brush do you use for full coverage? I will show it again.
Yep.
So it is the Wooster Shortcut brush here. We have it online, $5.99. You can get it there.
You get one for all over paint coverage. You get one to keep for your poly. That way
Yes.
you keep them nice and like label one poly, label one paint. Because you know, poly glides on so nice, and keep your brush nice so that it does glide.
I always see a lot of
We're
people.
a lot rougher on our brushes, you know.
I always see a lot of people come whenever they do order that brush. They order multiple. I'm guessing that helps out for. So for anyone who has multiple brushes, definitely vouch for that.
Yeah. It's nice to have one just for to be kept in nice shape for your poly, right? That's your polishing piece. That's your finishing piece.
Yes.
And you want your tool to be nice and just, you know, as in great shape as possible so your poly glides.
I also love seeing. I see comments here and there about everyone like they're receiving their Happy Meal soon or they received it today.
Well,
That makes me
it has
so
something to do
happy.
with that.
Yeah, I love packaging everybody's packages
Yes,
and
you do.
filling it with love.
Yep.
So seeing that you guys get your packages all safe and sound makes me happy as well as you.
Yep. Kate works on that awesome packing job. You gotta give her all the thanks for that. She does a beautiful job.
Oh, thank you. I love it.
So I am now going to buff off. I just stepped away to grab one of my buffing cloths. These are online as well. These are tightly woven cloths to be able to pick up any of the monkey shine, that wax oil finish that might be left on the top. Because at the end of the day, we want it to be in our wood, and we don't want it to be oily on the top, right? It's already nourishing, and we've already gone in circles and really put it into our paint job. Now we can go ahead and buff it off, right? Go in circles again, and just, you know, really buff it off really nice. And when you get because what it's going to do, you've sanded your piece, there's paint pigments that's going to be into your oil finish. So like right here, you see that little bit right there? So now I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to find a nice clean spot, and I'm going to keep going, because at the end of the day, my piece should feel nice and basically smooth, right? Nice and buffed and smooth, and what's it saying? Smooth as baby's bottom.
Christy has a last question. I saw a couple people answering, but it's also nice to just answer on the live as well.
Yep.
Once I apply poly, do I need to use a cheesecloth to buff it back off? You do not buff off the poly. What you do is you just use the brush that I just showed, the Wooster brush. It's full coverage, and you do, what would you say, 2 to 3 coats of it?
For poly?
Yeah.
Yep, just do even 2 light coats.
Yeah, nice light coats so it doesn't reactivate any of the paint, because they are both water-based. So it's definitely important to not overdo it. That's why our poly is white, and then it dries clear so that you can see where you went with the poly. Beautiful job on the table. You're getting a lot of hearts and beautiful. Everyone's loving the table. It's amazing.
I love it so much. If you know somebody who's just bought a house, or you know, they don't know that Junk Monkey even exists and what you can do with it, you know, be able to do some beautiful furniture, you know, because people donate furniture, and you know, but it might not fit somebody's style, or you know, you can just do so much, add a little bit of color. Oh, I love finding old pieces and doing just a beautiful statement piece with color.
Donna said, did I miss something? Why the hat? Is it cold there? You could say it's a bit chilly.
I just came in from the outside.
Yes,
you don't like my hat?
The outside. No, she loves it. I think so. I think she just...
I was outside with Matt, and we just came in. We were out grocery shopping on a supply run. And to be totally honest with you, my head is feeling toasty, and I don't want to take my hat off. You know what I'm saying? Ever just get comfy? Yeah, that's me right now. And it is amazing how much when you wear a hat, if you're chilly or you're cold, just how much heat it will hold inside your head, you know? I'm a girl who's always chilly. Maybe it's because of my hyperthyroidism that my thermostat doesn't always work right. Love it, love it, love it! Oh my goodness gracious.
It is gorgeous.
Right.
I love it.
We're done. Okay, I'm going to come up close and really give you guys a good look at this, because it is fabulous. It is gorgeous, as I love to say. Shabby gorgeous, right there.
Can the cloth be washed?
Yes, hand wash it and then reuse it. You'll see me use cloths that look dirty, but I've already, you know, washed them out and rinsed them out. And, yep, I use them over and over again. All right, we ready? Are we ready? Oh, how pretty that looks.
That is gorgeous.
You guys see how nice that is?
Anyone who says otherwise.
Look at all the chipping over here. You see all the chipping right there?
Oh my goodness.
Right along the edges and stuff?
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, where we put all the stuff too.
Look at you muscles.
Ooh, that's how you get the muscles. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. Alright, I am very, very happy with that. When you get to a point that you're happy, you know what? You can move on to a whole new piece.
Judy asked, how did you start working for Sonia?
Ooh. Oh, well, we go way back because Sonia likes to put up really fun live events.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Sonia loves to put up really fun events. He's been to one of my my makers markets. I did that for a couple years, and I did a Junk Monkey pop-up market. That was before we moved to Ligonier here. And so one Christmas, I knew I had Santa Claus coming, and I decided that Princess Elsa and Olaf were going to come as well for the kids. And so anyway, you know what? I needed somebody to fully embrace Princess Elsa.
It's a mascot costume, mind you.
And
it wasn't like...
Oversized. I'm sure we have a picture of you.
Oh yes, there is a picture. It's a picture of Adam and I. I was Elsa, Adam was Olaf. We did that.
Yes, meeting Kate was magical. We've been together ever since, let's just say.
Yeah.
Too funny.
Kim asked,
Isn't that cool?
it is, it's beautiful. Kim asked, what's my accent? I don't know.
Born and raised in what? Pittsburgh, right?
Green, yeah,
Pittsburgh area.
yeah. I don't have that Pittsburghese tone. I guess I do have an accent. Adam says that I have an accent.
Well, as a
with certain
girl who
words.
lives in Canada to hear, yeah, I do have an accent.
Isn't the milk paint just gorgeous? Look at these colors.
Oh my gosh.
Send hearts, guys.
I'm so happy, like, with how these turned out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Let's
Beautiful
see.
Blue. Oh, so pretty.
Everyone's saying beautiful, that they love it.
Pretty. Oh yes, look, cotton balls go gorgeous with that shabby.
Thank you,
distressed
Diane.
Stuff.
Kate has a PA accent. Yes, I do. I guess so. I love your accent. Thank you. I don't hear one. I feel like I have the most boring voice ever.
Too funny.
So it cracks me up. Thank you, guys. You're just buttering me up because you want to get the monkey bucks.
Oh!
That's what's happening.
Time, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
All right, Kate's gonna holler at a winner on YouTube and also on Facebook for somebody who shared this video and just chatted with us and hung out today. We think you rock. We're gonna throw some banana bucks your way. And so if your name is about to be hollered out, all you have to do is make sure you email me at junkmonkeypaint@gmail.com before midnight tonight. Put winner in the subject line so I don't miss your email. Just do it before midnight tonight to collect on this offer, otherwise it does expire, okay? So that means when we're done this video, if your name is hollered out,
Uh-oh, you hear the
please do it
alarm.
now. Yeah, I'm hearing the alarm go out. Okay, that means the time is right. Go ahead. Let's do
So,
it.
Facebook, drum roll please. That was terrible.
Was that your drum roll?
Yes, for Facebook,
She's
Elizabeth
really good at playing Elsa, though.
Elizabeth Johnson. So Elizabeth, like Sonia said, please email her at junkmonkeypaint.
Wait, girl.
Do that before midnight Eastern Standard Time. So you have about 6 hours left. Well, less than that, 5 hours. And for YouTube, Peggy Lube.
Okay.
So I will comment everybody's name so that they can see that.
Look at this, guys.
Congrats.
The whole family. Isn't this gorgeous? Isn't this fabulous? Right there. I love it.
It's just beautiful. If you guys haven't gotten any milk paint yet, don't be scared to do it, because whenever I used it for the first time, it was just such a great experience. The colors are gorgeous.
It's fun. You mix your own paint, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's fun.
So if you love shabby gorgeous, like what you're seeing right now, do you see all this chippiness? That's the potential that one bag has. And we just used tonight, I think it was 3 tablespoons. You can go back to the beginning of this video. 3 tablespoons of milk paint to be able to paint this. Okay?
I can't comment on YouTube.
Lots more left in my bag. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, it goes a long way too. All right, so with that, I think we are done. Day 14 in the books. All right, now we're going to go home. We're going to sleep on it, dream of all the things that we can create tomorrow, and come back tomorrow and with another project. So thank you for being here. Big hello to all our new Banana Bunch people out there.
Yeah.
To the community.
Welcome.
And, yes. Welcome. And also, just a big, awesome thank you to everybody who keeps hanging out and keeps coming back and putting up with us. All right. So junkmonkeypaint.com if you want to get your supplies or your stencils. Go get your stencils.